So hey, this is Pastor Aaron. Excited about just sharing this thought in this minute with you. I was thinking, usually I'm outside and with my cows or giving a lesson or something along those lines, and just how that relates to those things. But I was reading the scriptures the other day, and it was in 2 Timothy 3:16. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be complete, thoroughly equipped for every good work. And it dawned on me while I was reading that, when Paul was writing this to Timothy, he didn't have necessarily the written gospels, and they probably had a few of them, and he knew what the gospel was. And of course, Timothy knew the what the gospel was the life of Christ and the salvation and on the cross and things along those lines, and the resurrection of Jesus. And he knew all those things, but it wasn't penned and it wasn't written in letters when Paul was writing to Timothy. Like, Mark wasn't even written until 70 AD. So the chance of Timothy actually reading a gospel print is pretty intense. But they did have the Old Testament. They did have the prophets. They had the Proverbs. They had Joshua and Judges. They had those, all those things were written there for them. And that's what Paul is encouraging Timothy to read. And I think sometimes we need to spend more time reading about from the prophets, reading and learning from those books in the Old Testament, from the laws. And we need to learn and hear from God. And what does it say? It says it's given for inspiration, profitable for doctrine, for reproof, correction, and instruction in righteousness. There's your thought.